Hello, this is Victor. I'm here with a new unit review for Age of Sigmar. These are units that I like to use, and I will explain here why I like them and how I use them. I talked about Judicators and Liberators before, and now this is another unit that I really like are the Retributors. They cost 220 points for every 5 that you get, and you can take up to 20 Retributors. I use normally a unit of 5. I have seen using a unit of 10 or 2 units of 5. So what you have for these points is movement 4, so you have to take into account this is quite slow, 3 wounds, bravery 7, and 4 plus save. So it's quite a good save and a lot of wounds. They equip with the lightning hammer that have range 1, 2 attacks, 3 plus 2 hit, 3 plus 2 wound, minus 1 rend 2 damage. So it's quite a strong attack. You can take a leader that will have 3 attacks. So on a unit of 5, you will have in principle 11 attacks. They have the plus 2 ashes if it's a special rule for the lightning hammer. If the hit to roll of a model attacking with the lightning hammer is a 6, that blow strikes with a thunderous blast that inflicts 2 mortal wounds instead of the normal damage. So if you roll a 6, you are guaranteed these 2 wounds, unless the opponent has something to save against mortal wounds. And then you can take up to 2 Star Soul Maces for every 5 models that are in the unit. The Star Soul Mace is just straightforward range 1, these 3 mortal wounds. So normally you run a unit of 5 with 2 Star Soul Maces and the Retributor Prime, so you will have 7 attacks with the lightning hammers plus 2d3 mortal wounds. In a unit of 10, all is duplicated except the Prime, so in a unit of 10 you will have 4d3 mortal wounds, that is enough to almost kill everything or to do big damage to a lot of opponent units, and then you will have 13 attacks with the lightning hammers. That is also quite strong, and with 13 attacks you can have a 1 or 2 more 6s to wound, what means 2 or 4 more additional mortal wounds. So these are guys that are really the hammer of your army. They are expensive, but they are really the hammer. So they are very good hitting. As we have seen in previous, for me the Liberators are more the Anvil, are more the defensive unit. This is really an offensive unit. What is the watch out? You have to watch out not to receive mortal wounds from other units. They are very vulnerable to mortal wounds. They are very expensive, so when you start making losses, you are losing a lot of points. You also have to be careful with people, with enemies that have high rend. This is the unit that you want to choose the first to hit in your army. So if you're doing more than 1 attack, more than 1 assault, or you have more than 1 unit engaged, this is the first unit that you want to choose if it's possible. Normally, if you are attacking Stormcast Eternals, this is the first unit that you want to attack, in principle, because they will dish you a lot of damage. So you really want to attack first with the Retributors, or you really want to attack first to the Retributors if you are the opponent. So this is, for example, the Liberators have not big punch, so attacking Liberators first makes no sense from both sides. So this is why I like to have a combination in the army of defensive units and offensive units. If you attack with 2 units of Retributors at the same time, this is a tricky point, because then you know that one of your units of Retributors will go second and can receive damage. Although they have 4 plus armor save, there's just 50% chances to survive to any attack. And on top, sorry, if the enemy have ran, this armor can go down very easily. Liberators have more resilient than Retributors. The other weak point is that the movement 4 is slow. They are slower than the rest of your army. So normally you want to keep them in reserve and bring them with the line in deployment. So you want really to deploy line with the teleporting rules, 9 inches, and try to see if you have this lucky charge. And the other option is to keep them behind a unit of Liberators. Use the Liberators to hold the enemy Then once the enemy is assaulting the Liberators, you retreat the Liberators from the combat and you counter-attack with the Retributors. But be aware that most of the opponent units will be faster than you, so you can go with this gambit of teleporting them 9 inches away and trying to roll this 9, or you can use a Screen of Liberators to stop first the enemy and then counter-attack, counter-charge with the Retributors. That I think this is why I like to have a combination of Liberators with Retributors. And I will say this is all. So these are really offensive unit. It's slow, so these are really watch out. So they need another supporting unit to avoid that they can be over. How we say that? That they can, the enemy movement can make them difficult to charge. So that's all for now. I hope you find this interesting. And yeah, let me know what do you think about the Retributors, but most of the enemies of Stormcast Eternals hate the Retributors, and it's because they can dish a lot of damage easily with these 2d3 mortal wounds, plus the lightning hammers. They can do quite important damage to the enemies. That's all for now. Please leave the comments below, give a like if you like these videos, let me know what do you think about this series, and as usual, thanks a lot for watching, and see you again later. Bye.